I know how it is.
Hello, and welcome to Jabberjaw. I'm your host, Jessica Dawson Collier, and with me, as always, is Tyson Wheeler Dynas and Matthew David Smith. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you.
It's nice to be back.
It is nice to be back.
I got a solicit. Beth was like, like 2 in 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah. It's like,
Yeah, but I have to applaud Smith for that one because he's been the one that's like, hey, podcast this week. I'm like, we should probably do that. So good on you, sir. Yes,
you are our PM.
Momentum.
So. Yes,
it's one of the harder PM roles I've had. So yeah.
That's
cool. Fair. That's my Jira update stat. Cool. That's my comment. Comment all through the Jabberjaw Jira.
Oh, we should set up Jira for the podcast. That would be hilarious. That would help break up the monotony of bullshit every day.
Oh yeah, just run through the backlog. You have to start.
What do you think that's a 3 or 5?
Giving you.
What is it? 3, 5, 8? What do you think that is? What is that?
Oh dear Lord. So, yeah.
Oh.
That's if we go agile, that means that we can easily, have 12 to 15 meetings a week, so we can have a 90-minute podcast. So that's what I've learned. Exactly. Agile keeps people employed. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a genius concept. Yes, we should do that. At least a simple Kanban board, or
something. Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
As opposed to oh shit was that today? That's my project plan. Oh shit was that today? That's
I definitely had a couple of those moments today. Like, oh my God.
I got a guy I worked with who interned at Nissan in Japan, and they invented
cool.
They invented the Kanban. And he brought that to us, but he ran it wrong. Like I was just like,
that's weird.
Like, it was weird. I was like
awkward. Yeah.
All right. That's But anyway, the Kanban.
Kanban.
Okay.
It's like almost a delicious mall treat, but not quite.
I would normally used to say nobody knows what we're talking about, but everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah, like
I was going to say,
like 12, 15 years ago, I started learning that. That was like, but yeah, man, it just went everywhere. Everybody was talking Scrum. All of a sudden, it just spread. Yeah. But anyway, well, that was fun. Well,
I mean, it could be worse. It could be Glengarry Glen Ross.
That's true.
Always be closing. Was that Glengarry Glen Ross? Yeah.
Yes.
Or was that that was okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man.
I actually had a recruiting partner that used to say that all the time, and I was like, "Fuck my life."
Oh
man.
wow.
Yeah.
Couldn't take
terrible.
That.
I'd get on a one-on-one with him and he refused to do Zoom. So he'd just call me on my cell phone and he'd be like, "Hey, what's your pitch today?" When I was at Rivian, and I'm like, I literally would scream. Like, God damn it, Barry.
Pitch. Oh God.
It's terrible. Anyway.
We went out today and there's this place called KC Ramen and they do a pop-up every 6 to 8 weeks, and they bring in a guy from Japan who owns a restaurant, and they bring their basically a smaller menu of what they do over, and then you basically pick what you want. And today's was very good. It was very spicy. It was like 5-spice miso soup, and it was great because the spices they use hit every part of your tongue. So the 2 sides, the tip, the back, and the top of the throat. It was really good.
Wow.
But anyway, it was really good. Yeah, so we do that like every 8 weeks or whatever. But anyway, and it's like $18. It's not that bad, But anyway, we were sitting next to a table, and I don't know what he was, some douche nozzle. Boss guy, who was being pretty cool for a while. And then he was like, all right, well, in January we were up 18% of this, blah, blah.
Did he still have one of those like Bluetooth like headset things?
Please.
But at the table, he had a little fucking iPad that he was clicking through the thing at a restaurant, and I was just like, "What?" And it was impossible to tell what he was talking about. Like I kind of know a little bit about business and different kinds of technology. It was impossible to tell what the fuck he was talking about, and everybody was just like, "Oh." I was just looking at the faces that I could see, and I could see 3 of the 5, including him. And they were just like, "Really? We're doing this at lunch, right? We're doing this right now at lunch." Like it was just.
Douchebag.
Oh, I was just like, "Oh my!" And he was like maybe like 6 years older than the rest of them.
Was he wearing one of those like tech vests too? And
Absolutely,
like fucking
100%. And I don't know if it was
$200 button up underneath. Fuck off, guy.
He had the beard that was clearly marked up with black stuff, because it's starting to gray out a little bit. Because
Yes.
he'd missed a couple hairs here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. But yeah, and Beth's like, "You're not listening to me?" I'm like, "Oh, shh, quiet. I don't want to hear this numbnuts." It was so weird.
I'd rather listen to Tech Bros, honey, than whatever you're talking about.
But to follow up on the KC ramen noodle, if you're in the area, you should definitely do it. And it was fun because you can just reserve tickets and they put you right in. But
that's really cool. I need to see if Denver or Boulder does that. I feel like they do. I just haven't looked into it.
And this guy, like the owner of the company, came by and he's like, "Will you take a picture with me?" He's like, "I want you to do the dragon thing because the dragon bowl was his thing." So I was like, he had a selfie stick and he was going around doing it. It's cute. Anyway, then I went to my eye doctor and my eyes were just watering like crazy. It was pretty funny. But I was like, what are you gonna do? But yeah, it was weird. But yeah, speaking of tech bros, I was just like, this guy's got to be like on the lower echelon of wannabe tech bros, just based on listening to him. He was just throwing numbers out,
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, right. I don't know how often you guys have to. I mean, Matt, you probably don't have to deal with that internally, but I'm sure you get that externally, and I'm sure that Dawson gets that all the time, probably.
All the time.
Yeah, I was going to say,
so close to Boulder, it's like constant.
No, I fortunately have not had like a meeting with like that kind of individual, and like ever since I stopped talking to like tech vendors, like that's like when that ended.
That's
been
jealous,
like a good
dude.
5 or 6 years ago, because like I couldn't like that was one of my favorite activities at work, was like when we'd have a vendor come in and I got to ask them questions. Like I loved that. Like I loved that. Like sad, really. I haven't thought about that, love, in quite some time. But it was a pre-COVID kind of love.
It's been too long. Yeah.
Pre-COVID kind of love. No, I fortunately don't have to do that. But yeah, I'm sure you have to interact, Dawson. Maybe we don't reach assumptions, but
I would guess you would. I mean, Beth has to do it sometimes. I don't do it sometimes, but
yeah, it happens. I would say more when I'm like out and about during the week here, and then also when I do like team on-sites in California and Mountain View. They're just all over the fucking place, and they all look alike. I mean, it's like cookie cutter fucking to the T. Yeah. Yeah. And they're all like, I feel like the worst ones are the like marketing guys or the sales guys who are part of, you know what I mean? They're just like constantly on, and they think their shit doesn't stink. And I'm just like, it really does. It really, really does. And I can't talk shit on you because we work at the same company and this sucks.
Yeah. We used to, like it's like we used to get a little bit of that, Matt and I, when we worked together at Problem, because we knew a handful of guys that were just like, hey, we can get you some good, and they would show up at every conference and they'd be like, you want to party? And it was like, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. It's worth it.
It was very funny. I saw several iterations of that during my career. Like I definitely knew like the sort of the big time players in like the shareware industry, which people don't even know what the fuck that means anymore. But like these guys who were making like, I mean, they were like tens of millionaires. So like that's a lot of money. Like only like 25 years ago. And so like I remember like going out, and those guys would just like every convention. Like it was the weekend they got out of the house, and they just like focused all their energy on like, holy shit, like it's happening, and would go nuts. And it was just like, well, they were dorks, but they were fun dorks because they had a lot of money, and they were just, they were showing us free drinks, and like they were throwing.
No, those guys at conferences are fantastic.
Oh, absolutely, they are. Unless you're them, because that's sad. But no, they're fantastic to be around. And it actually works out because personality-wise, it's a perfect balance of tolerable and like they're spending a load of money on me. And as soon as that goes to imbalance, you go home and go back to your hotel room. Like that's how every convention works, I think. But I definitely have known but that was actually before like the prototypical sort of like
tech bro,
right, where
big balls.
Yes. Or the big balls era, as we as it'll appear on the timeline and textbooks.
And as referenced in the Kinsburn documentary in 5 years. Dearest Martha, big balls showed up today. And decided that my ROI was not worth it.
God damn it! That actually reminds me of a headline that I forgot. I'm gonna retrieve that right quick. But good on you, Tyson.
I don't know. There was I think Austin and Greg went. They got taken to Snoop Dogg's personal studio in L.A. like by one of these tech bros. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's like
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to meet some of those guys,
No, he was not there. Shit.
I feel like Snoop is every tech bro's friend, like personal friend.
Yeah,
like, I've smoked weed with Snoop. Like I've definitely heard that from at least like 5 or 6 tech bros since I've been in tech. Yeah.
I mean, he smokes weed with everybody. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, good for you. I know like 10 other people who have as well.
Dude is the hardest working man in show business since the death of James Brown. And like the dude makes like $100,000 an hour getting high with people. Like that's what his job. Like that.
Genius.
Like it's like the VIP concert experience where you get the meet and greet, except you get the snooze and smoke or snooze and smoke. The Snoop and smoke.
Snoop and smoke. I love it.
Yeah, he's figured that out.
He has, and he's capitalized on it, and good for him. Fuck yeah.
I thought he would be like the likable, like 90s personality that would be absolutely everywhere. And
who's like going to the Olympics now, and just like as a U.S. ambassador that everybody fucking loves because we need that now more than ever.
We really do.
It's in all reality, based on his history, he should be on Big Brother 26. But no, he's turned into this whole thing, man. Yeah, and God bless him. I mean, we talk about him all the time in his house because his agents knew exactly what to do. They're like, don't make him be in a sitcom. Don't make him host a fucking nonsense. Just let him go out there and be Snoop Dogg. And
and it's worked.
It worked, and good for him. By the way, I'm happy. Yeah. Beth is like, well, what would you talk to him about? I was like, well, weed. Obviously, what am I talking about? NWA, Dr. Dre? No, fuck that. I was just talking about weed. Getting high. Like, I mean, I was like, I don't want to upset Snoop Dogg. I
don't want to dig up past shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're really good in Friday. Were you in Friday? Oh, that was Ice Noodle.
Oh, whoops. Oh, fuck. Typical white guy, am I right? Exactly. Anyway, pass that blunt, buddy. Hey.
Weren't you one of the talking dogs in the Chihuahua movie with the dogs? And no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that
guy. So. None of us want you to be that guy either.
You were going to cut away and do our thing, but we forgot to do last week.
Oh yes. We're on restrictions this episode, so
we are on some restrictions. So we're gonna do the year ahead spread for the guys. I have already done mine, and it was very interesting. And I did it for one of our friends, Miss Glassman, and so far it has been coming true for both of us in weird ways. So the guys are interested in doing it. Who wants to go first?
Matt Smith.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Is this like that MASH game, like where you draw the circle and you're like, stop, and then is it like MASH?
It's that thing where you fold the paper.
It's just a terrible.
You fold the paper.
So, okay, here is what it's going to look like. This is the year ahead spread for the people on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to be drawing
And us.
13 cards.
Okay.
And this is, I mean, obviously we're in February, so you're just going to have to think back to the month, really the year that was January, and see if there was anything that clicked for you out of the cards,
All right.
or the
Fair
card
enough.
that is pulled.
So it's identify the trends. So we're going to see if it's trending to be accurate.
If it's trending, yes, in this sort of way. But it's a really good thing to do for, like, obviously New Year's, birthdays. We can do like your birthday spread, Tice later in the year, and you and April Smith. So I will say this, with the cards, they can be tricky sometimes. Like, you may get a card and you're like, oh, there's like a lot of death looking in that card. What does that mean? Don't freak out. I mean, we've already done the tarot.
We've talked about it.
I feel like
it's cool.
you know what to expect.
It doesn't always mean what it looks like it means.
All right. Yeah. So Smith, yes. I just shuffled your cards. I want you to clear your mind and just think about the year ahead. Okay.
Clear your hair.
What do you want? What do you not want?
Okay.
What would you like to work on? Things like that. Okay. We good? I'm going to start putting it out. Tice, while I put the cards out, do you want to tell a story to our listeners while I get this together?
Sure.
It's going to take me a minute.
Sure. Let's see. What's a good story? Once upon a time.
Not bullshit, like a real one.
Oh,
like
a real
story. Like a true. What's the most criminal?
Okay. How much time do I have? How much time do I have?
Probably 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay,
you've got some time. I'm gonna roll over here for a minute for the YouTubers.
Okay, so when I was 21 in Florida, we decided to have a party for Oktoberfest at my apartment. And what we did was we invited a bunch of people. I was going to school called Full Sail. And what I didn't know was a friend of mine, Retod, who is a sound designer for Dr. Dre now, weirdly enough.
Weird.
Is made flyers and put them up on UFC, which is the big college there in town. And so anyway, so people started showing up at the house. We had a DJ, DJ Super Dave. And then we had
His name was DJ Super Dave?
Super Dave. Yeah, Super.
Okay, nice. Super. Oh, got it. Sorry. Dave. White girl moment.
Right. Super Dave. He didn't actually have to give a formal DJ if you knew him.
Yeah. And anyway, we had exceeded our expectations greatly. There were about 300 people there in a 3-bedroom apartment on the ground floor. And it was a great party. And then the cops came, and the cops said, hey, somebody threw a beer bottle at a cop car that drove by here. And I said, oh, no. And they're like, yeah, so just keep it in your house, assholes. I'm like, okay. So then, I'm having a great time. It's a great party. Everybody spills out. You're asking how 300 people can fit in this thing. Well, they can't. So it spills out in this big open area behind the apartment. It's like a duplex. And there's I have tons of pictures of it and all this stuff. And everybody's out there having a good time wearing a leisure suit. And the cops come again and they're like, hey, listen, somebody threw another bottle at a cop car. You need to shut that down. And I was like, I'm so sorry. They're like, just get inside. I'm like, okay. So record scratch moment. I stop the DJ. I go, get up on the couch. It's my fucking Matthew McCarthy moment, from, whatever. It's a John Hughes moment. I'm like, listen, are you guys having a great time at this party? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, do you guys want this party to stop? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, stop throwing fucking bottles at the cop cars, assholes. And they're like, okay. And then party goes on. The keg has gone. It is melted everywhere. It has ruined all the carpets in our apartment. We get another keg. Again, melts, ruins everything in the apartment. And then suddenly, I was talking to my friend Marshall. He's like, it was his birthday. He's like, this is the best birthday party I've ever had. I'm like, that's great. And then we walk out of my bedroom, and then I look out to the patio doors, and there are 2 men in SWAT uniforms with shotguns and bandoliers of bullets. And they're like, hey, who lives here? And I go, I'll go get him. And I went back to Marshall's room, and Marshall was there. We're doing lots of drugs in Marshall's room. It appeared. I didn't really know what was going on.
Oh, shit.
And I walked right back to the thing, and I go, I live here. And the cop go, no, seriously, who lives here? I'm like, no, I really do. I live here. And they're like, yeah. No, who lives here? And Marshall comes out. They're like, that guy looks like he lives here. And so anyway, I look out past the doors, and I see a spotlight from the sky circling all these people. And there's another guy with a shotgun. He's pushed everybody back in a circle, and like, and everybody's like,
shit.
Everybody's like, what the fuck? And so, basically what happened was they're like, we're shutting this party down. Everybody go home. And then everybody kind of slowly left. And people were like, fuck you, pigs. I'm like, just leave. Like, just don't yell. And so then they made us clean up all the trash in the yard. That was a SWAT helicopter, by the way, at the top that was circling around. And the 3 SWAT guys were like, okay, don't do this again. So we cleaned up all the trash, and then they left. Nobody got arrested. And it was quite a story. So there you go.
That is quite a story. That's amazing, Tice.
Yeah.
Something for your memoir.
Yeah.
All right, Smith, are you ready for
I am
spread?
Indeed. I am indeed. Although the vision I had for my year has been replaced from a party in Orlando and like may have fucked up the whole thing, but we'll see what happens.
It's fine. No, actually, I just I read a little bit of the overview of what Tyson was telling that amazing story, and so it's good. It's a good reading.
Awesome.
So this is for the ring light here.
The
ring. Okay.
So
can you see those cards?
Yes. Oh, cool.
Okay, so that's your spread. I'm going to show you each card as I talk about the month. And I would like to plug ChatGPT, who will be helping me out today because we're on a time crunch, kind of.
Helping us
it's
all.
Just a better way of doing this. So anyway, ChatGPT says, love this deck. It looks like the Wild Unknown, which has very clear archetypal imagery. So what we're going to do is give you an overview of this year's energy, a description of each of the cards, and then overall theme, tying everything together.
Very good.
Okay, so the overall theme is this is a major year for transformation. There's a strong pattern of emotional maturity, letting go of burdens, breaking out of mental traps, a sudden shakeup, which is the Tower card, which I'll show you when we get there. This card right here. But overall, I mean, it looks like it's moving towards leadership and confidence. It feels like a year that starts heavy or tangled, but ends stronger, freer, and more emotionally grounded. Cool.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Wait, hold on. God damn it, ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not going through month by month. Please hold. Okay, here we go. Beginning of the year. So you're a little overworked, which explains the 10 of Wands, which I believe is this card. There's some conflict or competition, which is the 5 of Wands, which is somewhere here. There's a lot of wands for you, Smith, which is very interesting. And I'm going to pull, probably not during the show, but like what the wands mean, because I'm a little uncertain. But I think, again, it's all like getting into the theme of the year.
I've never even seen Harry Potter, like none of them, so I don't even know what.
There's also like lingering emotional wounds, feeling mentally stuck with some of the swords. That's what some of it can mean. Mid-year. So we're talking like, all right, so the first half of the circle is like, January through June. And then it starts getting into the 8 of Wands.
Okay.
And then it's like a fast moving situation, new financial career opportunities, emotional dissatisfaction with something. And then there is a shakeup eventually. End of the year, emotional maturity, recognition of success, a real partnership or relationship, which that comes from like the Cups cards. And again, we'll kind of lay this out. But at the end of the year, you're going to feel more grounded, stability wise. You're going to end it stronger, wiser than you feel like you've been in many years. So basically, what this is saying, like key lessons for you: stop carrying everything alone. The things that fall apart were unstable anyway. Your biggest block is mental, which is the Eight of Swords. When you step into emotional control, Father of Cups, everything improves. So, like being our project manager, for example. There is success and partnership available, but you have to release old attachments first in order to get to that point.
I gotta unburden myself to let the newness in.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just asking it to break it down month by month, and then I'll send this over to you. I'm not going to post any of this in the show. This is just fun YouTube banter for us, but you can get the other stuff.
Yeah, thank you. That's cool.
Yes. So how do you feel about that?
I feel positive about that. I think that it sounds like it's a very straightforward path. I just have to get something kind of out of me.
Yes.
And then it's filled with I don't know, better stuff. That's yeah. Wow.
Honestly, this is a really good pull. And like, I think the fact that you have so many swords, so many cups, like,
and wands,
it's like you're dealing with a lot of emotional baggage at the beginning. That makes sense with like the swords and everything, but then you're refilling your cup towards the end of the year.
Now, are they
so like,
wands,
as far as
are
like,
they swords?
They refer to them as wands or swords. They go back and forth, but it's basically like one or the other.
When we're sharing this in public, let's say I got a lot of swords, because I think that sounds a little tougher than
cooler.
Wands. So just
cooler. Very cool.
Work this out. No, that's well, yeah. Thank you. That was interesting.
Yes, of course.
It's good to hear that the year will be productive. And
that sounds pretty good, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so I'm taking these cards. I'm going to shuffle.
Okay, I'm going to let Matt tell a story now, and I'm going to go empty my bladder so I can focus.
And Tice, while you empty your bladder, I want you to free your mind and think about the year ahead.
That is a part of the whole process. So
really, truly, it is.
Wow.
As you're peeing.
We should really do that every time we pee. I think that could look an affirming.
Yes, man. And then someone else, maybe your partners, can pull some cards while you're doing it.
I have a feeling Tyson can pee pretty quick, so I'm going to make it a quick story. I'm going to talk. I'm not sure when my brain went here, but we're going to go with hamster deaths when I was a child. So first one.
Oh, Jesus.
We got a hamster when I was like, Nathan was like 2. I think it was his first pet. Nathan loves pets. Like he went on to have like everything that could be legally.
I didn't know that. He's a doctor. That's so sweet.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
He's got a big heart.
He wanted to be a vet, and I was like, dude, you can do math. You like can work on real people, and that's why he's a doctor. It's a little more nuanced than that, but
a little bit.
Anyway,
not by much, but a little bit.
First casualty, I believe, was in about 1988. We had a hamster. His name was Weebach. At the time, At the time, they had Reebok sneakers for babies, and they were called Weeboks. And so we named our hamster at Weebok. And we had Weebok for a matter of hours before somehow we had this like wire cage. I still remember it had like translucent, like brown plastic, kind of like Habitrail plastic, but like it was a round cage. And somehow, we don't know, but Nathan was playing with it, and it got its head stuck between the rails, and we have no idea. Second hamster death. Second hamster death. This one, hamster's missing. We don't know where the hamster is. We're just like, it got out. Hamsters get out. Like, they just sometimes do. They're squirrely.
Oh, my God. This is not great.
Doing laundry. Was getting the laundry out of the dryer. Hamster.
That's horrible. Oh my God.
As part of that was checking the dryer length later and seeing the fur. Anyway,
No, dude.
that's why hamsters are like starter animals. Like
They are.
it's unfortunate, but yeah, and not that any of this was of ill will. It just sort of happened. So anyway, you asked for a story.
That was quite the story.
I'm sorry.
That actually brought up a story that I have from my childhood as well. My mom would never let us have hamsters because she knew what would happen. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, it's never going to happen. Just go over to your friend's house and play with them. Like, and enjoy that time. And my friend Rachel Augustine always had hamsters, and she lived in a giant house, and they always got out. And they always like got into the weirdest places. But the worst hamster death was one got out and got into the duct system and died. And so it was the middle of summer and the air conditioning just blew that hamster smell everywhere. Fucking gnarly. It was bad.
It's a bad smell. It lasts like 3 weeks too. We had a rat.
Has that happened to you, Tice? Like,
did you
guys have hamsters?
We had pack rats and.
Pack rats? What's that? Is that like a hamster?
You
like
and I caught. Remember that thing that we caught in my bedroom?
Yeah.
That's a pack rat.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They're like the Pixar version of rats. They're adorable.
Yeah, I didn't know they were a real creature. I thought they were like a figment of Pixar Disney. But interesting. Pack rats.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well,
not a fan.
Queso came in to help me clear my thoughts.
Oh, that's nice. Hi, Queso.
Nice, Queso.
All right, Tyson, I'm almost done.
Oh,
are you still clearing your mind?
I am.
I feel like you're meditating, which is good, probably.
I am.
I'm very interested in your spread. There are some cards I've never seen before.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
You're like my sister Katja when she got hers. She was like, I'm not looking forward to this. And I was like, oh, buddy. It's going to be all right. It'll be fun. Okay. ChatGPT is thinking.
It's fine.
My little friend. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let me show you the picture of Tyson's spread. That sounds so dirty. I should probably stop saying that.
I like it.
All right.
I like what I'm seeing.
Look at that spread, huh?
From this angle, that looks wonderful. Yeah.
All right. So, Tice, and if you guys are comfortable, I would like to share the spreads with our
That's fine.
Audience.
Oh, I'm
I can share mine too. So
I was gonna say we want to hear yours too, but that's fine.
Yeah, all my other personal data's out there. Might as well be this.
Whatever.
Get it out there.
That's fine.
The astrologers at Google need this information.
Exactly right. I got nothing to hide.
Oh my God. All right. So, Tice, the theme of the year for you is transformation through truth. Ooh. How does that feel? There's a strong presence of big life shifts, reversal energy, internal processing, karmic clearing, authority, and emotional maturity cards abound. Death, rebirth, symbolism, which comes from like the serpent card, cocoon, some of the swords, and the eclipse energy, which I haven't seen the eclipse, but it's pretty cool. Okay. Anyway, there are some other things.
Commonly called the Bonnie Tyler card. Yes.
Please hold. I don't think there's a delay this week. All right, great. All right, so this is a year of shedding identities, reclaiming power, emotional maturity, breaking binding patterns, and stepping into leadership. Not chaotic, but evolutionary. Whoa.
Ooh.
Feel that. You're going to experience mental and spiritual growth. There are strong symbols of awakening, cutting cords, breaking mental entanglement. It looks like Tyson may confront old belief systems, authority figures, internalized rules or conditioning. There's a deconstruct to rebuild stronger vibes. He may question career direction, faith or philosophy, and long-held assumptions. But this leads to clarity and not confusion, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
The power and leadership energy. The Emperor is present. That's structure, discipline, strategy, and ownership. So this suggests financial stabilization or business focus, building something long term, taking control where he once felt powerless, but paired with binding imagery. So the red cords card, where is that? Smith, you had this too.
Oh, red cords?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not some sort of like, S&M sort of shit. Like you guys are going to...
It looks like swords.
It looks like swords. But anyway, you're going to break free from something restrictive, end a draining dynamic, untangle from an obligation. Freedom comes through decisive action. So emotional relationship layer. This points to emotional growth, learning to regulate reactions, softening defensiveness, and possibly healing a pride wound. Your relationships in general are going to feel very deep, karmic, and transformational. So there's a major turning point in the middle of the year. So this comes through the form of like the cocoon card, which is this, which is a little Silence of the Lambs, kind of spooky.
For people who at home who are not watching it, it's actually a picture of Wilford Brimley. Just we'll clarify that.
What the hell kind of cards are these? So the cocoon imagery, the Eight of Swords in the deck is very powerful. This is a metamorphosis year. The message, you are not stuck, you are transforming, Tyson. So it's incubation, not stagnation. By this year's end, you won't recognize the version of yourself from the start of the year.
Oh, my goodness. You guys still like me,
This
right?
is heavy.
I don't know. Like, we're going to have to reevaluate it. That's a lot to think about.
We may have to reconsider this whole podcast in friendship, but beyond that, it's fine.
I'll recognize you in 10 and a half months. I don't know. Man.
I mean, I gotta tell you, Smith, like your reading is very good, but ChatGPT is having a fucking fest with Tyson's. Like it just goes on and on and on.
That's That's
in summary, yeah, it is a lot. In summary, it's a breakthrough year. It's an identity year. It's an emotional maturity year. It's reclaiming power. Really, what you need to focus on is love timing, career timeline. What months look most pivotal, which will be kind of like Smith, same trajectory. Like the last 6 months of the year is when things are going to really like start to cruise. And it says something about you need to release more to improve how fast you're going to move forward. So whatever that means. I will break this down month by month. I will send you a picture of it. You can have it at it with, you can do your own shit from there. But
well, that's better than last year's. Last year's was like, good luck, buddy. So that's what I remember about last year's.
My sister's was too. And like, honestly, I think you just have those years, right? To like, learn that's a lot and then, move forward. Yeah. So pretty good readings, guys. Like not bad.
You want to do yours real fast?
I can let me see. Please hold. Somebody sing a song real quick. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm gonna let Tyson. He's
let's see. What was it?
What's that?
What's a Milli Vanilli song?
Oh, girl, you know it's true. Girl, you know. But I like. I'm more of a blame it on the rain kind of guy.
Oh yeah, blame it on the rain. Me too. Yeah. Blame it on the rain. Yeah. You can see why I was a professional singer.
So my year in summation is release and repatterning. I have a lot of swords in mine: mental energy, truth, conflict, clarity, hard conversations, old stories losing their grip, truths you can't unsee anymore. So then it goes through like all of the different cards, their meanings, relationship. I wonder why it didn't break down yours like it did mine. I'm going to ask it because that's kind of bullshit. It literally goes through each card, which is what I wanted to do with yours. and then kind of give the summation at the end of it. But my year is all about truth telling with grace. It's not about destruction. Your start to the year is unsure, pulled in opposite directions. That is fucking true. You end the year very grounded, emotionally. There's stability there. You're very clear about what you will and won't carry. And you are no longer living by rules that cost you your soul. That is what it said, which is crazy.
That's a lot.
And also very deep. So it was, I don't know, it's interesting. And then I looked at like relationships, money through the spread, stuff like that. So my year is definitely a transitional one. We'll see what that means.
Yeah.
What does it mean? I love tarot. I can't wait to get to the point where I'm like, this is what that card means right away, and I don't have to use a robot. But slowly but surely.
Robots.
We'll get there.
We're all going to use them.
We are.
I know. They're taking over. I got to become friends with one of them. And I will say I love ChatGPT. I use that shit all the time. It's sad, but true. Yeah. I really do.
It's not good.
All right. That's it. We have tarot.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry. I hope it was very... I hope it was entertaining for our listeners.
Somebody had to set this year on its course, and so
that's true. Yeah,
I needed a plan, so there you go.
I like doing this shit. I mean, I hope you guys do too, but it's just kind of.
Is it true or is it not true that you did a tarot reading on your cat?
That is false. Tyson wanted me to do one on Leoben, also known as Lebanon. Yeah. And he wanted to do one on Queso Fresco, which we can totally do sometime. But
he's too sweet for this world to be knocked down by cards or anything.
I was just gonna say, you're gonna be a good boy this year.
That's right. That's exactly right. You're gonna be a good boy.
That's how Howie's is going to be too.
I hope you're going to get a bath.
You will learn to poop in the snow without hesitation.
Well, thank you very much. That's
you're welcome.
Cool.
I'll send you that stuff.
What's the theme of those photos on those cards? Because they're a little different.
I guess to plug this book, it's the Kim Kranz Tarot Guidebook. And so, like, basically, you can get all kinds of thematic tarot cards. This is more in relation to, like, nature. So a lot of the imagery involves, like, birds, especially owls, things like that. Like, deer are prevalent. Like, it's interesting. And it's all, like, hand-drawn cards. There is a focus on wands, cups. What else? Swords, yeah.
Swords.
Pentacles. So, anyway, I like it. It's actually that tarot deck is my late mother-in-law's, and she said I could have it. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. And I actually gave it to her as a gift, which I totally forgot. And then I opened it up, and there was a card in there from me to her, and I was like, fucking life, so weird. Sure. Yeah. All right. Headlines, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Of the week.
So I'm going to start off just as an overall headline because I don't have a specific headline for this, but let's talk about the Super Bowl. Exceedingly boring.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's one of the worst.
A lot of people watched the game. Second highest most watched game.
And a lot of people left early.
Yeah.
Did you see that graphic of all of the planes leaving at halftime out of San Francisco? Like, it was weird. It's pretty funny.
Pretty boring, but good for Seattle, I guess. And the halftime show I thought was very, very cool and interesting.
That bunny was awesome. Yep.
I did hear statistics the next day that said that Bad Bunny started his performance on the 20-yard line. And then if you watch the performance, he kind of walked through a bunch of different sets and did kind of a thing.
Right.
And by the end, he was heading into the locker room. And in that period of time, he rushed more than the entire output of New England.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. But I really liked it. I like pissing off the haters. That was really good. I mean, I again, like I said, Matt's got a great headline for this later, so I'm gonna let him keep it up. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting, and I kind of like the. Ricky Martin was there. I was like, what the hell? And
Lady Gaga, who you guys know, I can't stand and call her like Lady Gagne. She was great, very welcomed. Like I loved all of it. It was fun.
Yeah, and I like the way that they had the set set up. It was kind of a little bit like last year's. Which they kind of had set pieces, but I thought that was pretty good. So anyway, any more thoughts about? You want to talk about the alternative real fast? Or is that headlines that we'll get into in a second?
I think we can talk about it. I'm looking for my hat. I swore I had one saved, but that's neither here nor there. No, it was like, so the most enjoyable thing, I think we prefaced this last week talking about the Toilet Paper USA's sort of alternative halftime show. And so it happened. That's actually not that's like, there's actually a whole.
I don't care who thought of it. It's fucking great and sticking. Amazing.
So like they did their own version. It was about 15 minutes too long to start off with. They pre-recorded it, so it wasn't live. And it was
pre-recorded.
The highlight of the show was the kid, Mr. Rock, I believe, and doing the worst, like for like 2.5 minutes, he lip syncs "Ba with the Ba." It was fucking awful. And then like the Daily Show had great clips of this guy singing a song about like not being able to fish and hunt because transgender people are allowed to play sports. Like fucking.
My God.
Like, it was like so like there were like I forget what article I read, but it said literally in front of dozens of supporters, which that's what it looked like. Like there were more like people in the live audience of Kids Incorporated that there were in this thing. It was such a phenomenal, and I think it's still a huge crush on Martika, but we'll talk about that later. But no, just laughably stupid. I think they said it had like 3 million views on YouTube compared to like the 100.
Well, some idiots I know from Hayes are like putting it on Snapchat, like, oh my God, 5 million views. This is amazing, guys. And I'm like, yeah, right.
Oh, it's everything. It's like, it's like they turn everything into a victory. Like
everything.
Amazon making $6 million on the $80 million Melania movie. It's like, hey, we're doing great, guys. It's like they are. No, it is the.
They can be creative too.
They really are like the participation award, just constant generating for themselves. Amazing.
Did you guys see that Trump was watching the Bad Bunny halftime show?
I did see that. Yes, somebody leaked that. They were at his Mar-a-Lago show, and Bad Bunny, of course, was on, because even they couldn't fucking figure out how to, nor did they want to get turn it down. YouTube. Like the whole outrage was just hysterical. I mean, it really was so funny that just
amazing.
So dumb.
So dumb.
And so threatening. Like, oh my God. So threatening. And so anyway, but anyway.
This is my one related article. This is from Entertainment Weekly. House Republicans call for investigation to Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show over widespread twerking, grinding.
Yeah, that's the one I had. Yeah.
Well, the one that you sent that was like they didn't speak Spanish, but they thought it might be anti.
So the Fox. Oh, that's right. So the Fox News headline was basically. It was like something about like a political statement suspected or something. Like they spoke like a foreign language, like that nobody could crack the code. It was like the Zodiac killer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We think we're saying this, and like it was like suspected. That was the last language. Suspected political message. It's like you fucking losers can't translate. Like, are you that?
I mean, your phone does it.
Your American penis for you.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh,
yeah, Tyson did say that.
So dumb. And it was like above the fold. Like it was like I said, it was the number one story. It just absurd. But anyway, we're past it. America has passed one more super sort of leap of faith of stupidity that's gonna, God damn it, be emblazoned on our crest someday. But
I will
Anyway,
say that this Representative Mark Alford, sorry,
yes.
said the fallout could be much worse than Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction, which I don't know if you guys remember. There was no fallout.
No.
And also,
No.
but Timberlake got
she slipped the nip.
scot-free,
Everyone, whatever. Yeah.
But whatever. So it's now done, and there we go. My other two headlines.
We need to. Well, I think we need to pause for a second. We need to think about this. Maybe we'll have this for the next show. Is we need to predict what the next outrage moment is going to be. Like what's coming up on the schedule of America. Like it's got to be something surrounding the 250th anniversary of America, which is going to become I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Something we're doing.
I think maybe it should be. This is what I would guess.
Should be.
I've been watching I've been working on stuff, so I've been watching this show hosted by William Shatner called Unexplained Mysteries.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. I watch that occasionally.
It's just I just have it on the background because I like Will Shatner, and I was I'm sure he does one takes. He doesn't that man doesn't do one take. But they were talking about how the Vikings showed up in the United States clearly, 700 years before the English people showed up, or for 400 years before the English people showed up. So I think that should be the controversy. Vikings showed up, and Vikings also colonized Greenland, and that's green. We need Greenland,
We need to plant this. We need to see if we can successfully plant an outrage item. I don't know how we do this, but send out a press release or something. Just crediting something, and we'll have a couple agents.
Easter is coming up too, right? So I don't know. We've got some options.
I think we can do this. I think we can set up a fake news source.
I
think we can come up with. We'll spin up some agents. We'll have some fake email addresses. Mail some Congress people. Be like, this is outrageous. We'll see how far we can get with it.
They hire mostly non-journalistic people to cover the White House anyway. We don't even need to pretend to be journalists. We can just be whatever.
We just have to be popular and crazy enough. Yeah.
Yes.
Or date Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think that also gets you in. Weirdly enough, that qualifier. Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Anyway.
I'm not going to say anything about that. I have many thoughts about that. So this is from HuffPost. This is about Melania, the documentary. HuffPost, Amazon pulls Melania doc from theater because of cheeky marquee. Theater manager Jordan Perry told the Oregonian that the studio was not happy and or did not appreciate my take on marketing their film. So how did he market their film? Well, he owns 2 theaters, and one marquee read, "Does Melania wear Prada? Find out Friday," which is pretty good. These are not great jokes, but not bad.
No.
The other one
made an effort.
It referenced Sun Tzu's Art of War. To defeat your enemy, you must know them. Melania starts Friday. So, according to the higher ups, according to his Instagram post, they were upset with how he marketed the movie. And said they were pulling the film. He said the post jokingly expressed dismay that employees' Amazon Prime accounts might get canceled as well. Anyway, that was great. Not a great joke, right? But whatever, he's trying. And of course, from Rolling Stone, Melania attains biggest critic audience disparity in Rotten Tomatoes history. IMDb, meanwhile, has flagged the film for unusual voting activity. Now,
they did finally address that then, because they weren't addressing it. They were notably silent about that.
They weren't even posting reviews for the first 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. Well, I think it was on media blackout, because anything that's shit usually is. But
that's true.
But there were not the flood of and they also weren't listing it in their now in theater marquee either until it started getting some traction. So they were. Shame on you, Rotten Tomatoes. God, it's everyone dirty, even Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes are like, we checked it out and everybody's verified. I'm like, you don't want to get sued.
If we can't trust Rotten Tomatoes, who are we need to know who needs to go to prison and who doesn't? I don't know.
Nervous.
The power of FLOTUS. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, also, I just again, Brett Ratner should be
Oh my God.
blacklisted forever. I don't know why he
Yes.
was able to be involved in any of this stuff. I mean, Brett Ratner is in the Epstein files a couple
A
times.
lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then just for fun, Mystery Science Theater 3000 is coming back for 4 episodes. Which is kind of
Yay.
fun for me. I'm a big fan, and they're bringing back the puppets. And I found out today that they're bringing back Frank and Trace, the Mads, for the 4th episode to be the guest bad guys. So that's good because those guys boycotted the new version, unfortunately, but that's all right. Mostly because Frank basically co-invented Mystery Science Theater, and he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And the Kickstarter campaign has raised 1.6 million the last time I looked, and 1.3 million in the first 2 days, which is pretty cool. And those are my headlines.
Very nice.
Pretty good.
Smith?
Pretty good with dilated eyes, guys.
Nice, I like it.
That was, really well done.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Impressivo.
Very well
That's
done.
impressive in Spanish.
That's
For
good.
our Fox News listeners.
With every extra syllable, you hate America that much more. Well, I'm saying. This comes from the Hayes Post, #1 news network for Hayes and us.
Number 1.
Headline, unassuming headline. I gotta say, headline, unassuming. You gotta dig deep for this one, but oh god, is it worth it?
It's so good.
Comes from February 10th, yesterday in some people's worlds. Ellis County man allegedly steals vehicle, leads Kansas Highway Patrol in pursuit. Now, I am quoting from the article here. Let's see, make sure we get the good part here. Oh, yeah, said Kansas Highway Patrol trooper Todd Heilman and David James Juneman, he was 30 or 47, so he either went to TMP or was at Hayes High with me. I don't remember, but I know Juneman's like a local.
Oh, it's a local name. Yeah, for
anyway,
sure.
So that being said, 47-year-old man led law enforcement a brief high-speed chase pursuit on Saturday. Highway Patrol Todd Heilman of David James Juneman allegedly stole a 2007 Dodge 2500 pickup at 9 a.m. He said Heilman said the pursuit lasted about 8 minutes and extended into Russell County, with units from Ellis and Russell counties involved. During the pursuit, Juneman reportedly stopped in the middle of I-70, exited the vehicle, and began doing push-ups before allegedly continuing to flee in the pickup. Like I said, this is the most Hayes Kansas thing I've ever heard. This guy, and you know what is the most unfortunate thing? I hope I'm not stealing the headline, but sadly, Pete Felton passed away this week, and
he's definitely one of my rips, but I'm going to talk about him again because
ever a man that deserved a limestone statue created for him, it was David James Juneman for this. Anyway, a few more. Let's go. This comes from Go Nintendo. Pokemon Go team removes Pokestop that appeared on Epstein Island. That's good.
Oh boy.
Got rid of that.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, not too bad. This one comes
Hey kids,
from...
hey you young ladies, we got
they gotta
Pokemon
have
here.
something to do, right? Yeah, other than fuck. I hate my life. I hate that I made that joke.
This comes from Dexterto.
So bad.
Oh, my notes are all jacked up.
Tyson can't even look at me.
It's fine. It's fine. Somebody should have said it. It's all right.
Yeah.
It was applied, I think, heavily.
You're usually
I
that.
say, well, that's what I do on this show, all right? You guys know why. I just cut straight to the chase.
So this comes from your neck of the woods, Colorado. Dawson. Headline is,
Sweet.
Police warn unicyclist to stop juggling fire at intersection. Admits act was quite good.
There you go.
Commerce
Was that
City,
in Boulder
Colorado.
by chance?
I was in Commerce City.
So that's like outside of Denver.
It's a very Colorado story. It's like fire juggling. They shared drone footage of the man. Apparently, they caught him on a drone just at the corner juggling. Photos, it's pretty impressive, and they had to admit it. But they said it's like the police officially described the act as quite good and quite illegal, which is They didn't give him a ticket. Just
that sounds to me like every like Cirque du Soleil review.
I know
brain.
Pretty much.
They did not give him a ticket. They just gave him the universal acclaim he's always desired. So,
right.
Good luck to you, Unicycle Man. Yeah, we covered that.
There's a real quick. I shit you not. 2 weeks ago, because the weather's been absurdly warm here. There was a unicyclist going around the trail that goes around the lake right by our house. And I was it doesn't even affect me anymore. It is a very Colorado thing. So, throw fire into the equation. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't question it.
It's a joke. I think I want to say it's George Carlin was something a unicyclist never said. Man, I get so much pussy. Something like
Except in Colorado, probably from someone.
And Portland.
And Portland, especially Portland. Yes.
The Olympics started.
Yes.
Pretty decent opening ceremony. We kind of half watched it, as most of America. And you kind of see we finally figured out the ordering this year. I think it was the biggest team, because I always wondered why they did them in semi-alphabetical order. Yeah. But then get all flustered at the end. And apparently it's the bigger countries at the end. I don't know what, but that's the rules. Anyway, that's happening. This comes from that week of skiing, and I got it. It's almost been a week already. I've not watched any events. You guys watched any of actual events?
All of them. We've watched.
Have you really?
I was gonna say Tyson and Beth. I feel are on top of it. Tyson, I have a question though, real quick. What are your thoughts on Johnny Weir?
You know what? I think it's a hard thing to do, to call figure skating, and without irritating me. So I'm going to give Johnny Weir a pass, because I listened to some of the other people they had, and I was just ignored. I was just ignored by everybody else calling it that I was by him. So.
Tyson's rant in our text group chat was one of the funniest fucking things so far from the Olympics.
I think he dresses like a cartoon villain from Fantasia, and he says shit that it's just I'm if Mike Tirico said half this shit, he would be fired in a minute. So I just I don't know, but he's Johnny Weir, and it's fine. I've grown to love.
He's fabulous, and everyone should watch him on Traitors, I told you.
Yeah, no, sorry about that, guys. I was just watching him, being like, "This can't be real. This can't be happening."
We have learned that this needs to be an unburdening year. So you get it out there about
that is true. Respect the cards.
Get it out there about the bum that I accidentally killed one night in 1997. Get it out there.
I'm not saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm saying that when people talk about figure skating, sometimes I'm just it's at least when people talk about curling, because that's my favorite thing to watch, by the way.
Yeah, I think,
They're like, oh, there's so many physics and there's so many different plays and blah, blah, blah. And they kind of lay out all the different things that you could do. And then they're like, oh, that was a good jump. Oh, he landed that. Oh, she landed that. And I'm just like, yeah, she did. She nailed it. But but I don't know what else you do when you've had that job. I mean, what else do you say? So I don't know. I mean, if they talked about the physics of the quad god, right? Like that guy.
Is that the guy who just does flying shit for no reason? Is that the guy we're talking about?
He does, but I mean, he does this thing called the 4.5 axle. Is that right, Dawson? The quad, the 4.5 axle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's something like that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but yes, I've heard it referenced.
Crazy. By the time he lands, his toe lands, he's got 700 pounds of pressure and G-force when it lands. I mean, it's insane.
It's pretty crazy.
Why don't they talk about how the physics of what they're doing? That's what I want to hear about, because it's crazy.
I know Johnny's not really that kind of physics guy. I mean, look at his gloves. He's wearing doilies on his head.
None of them are. That's my point. It's just none of them are being like, that's a good. They're like, that's a good job. Oh, that's a bad joke.
Why is it Bill Nye ringside to explain this?
Yes. Oh, there it is. That should happen.
Yeah. I agree. I would watch more if that were the case.
Same.
That is not what America is looking for, Tyson.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
They're looking for Doily.
They're looking for Johnny Weir, apparently. Which we knew. We knew that. We knew that.
We did. Yes.
There's a Bravo network for that very reason. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
That there is.
There is.
This one comes from the Times, the UK Times. A great British skier avoids censure for riding fuck ice and snow, quote unquote, with urine. So I don't know if you saw this or not, but freestyle skier Gus Kinworthy posted an Instagram post where he had written purportedly "fuck ice" in yellow snow. It made himself a little snow cone. Now, I'm calling bullshit on this whole thing right now because I want you to look up this image and see how it's written better in the snow than my personal handwriting is, and I don't know. And I know that I'm not an Olympic athlete. All right, I know this, but there's no way he has that kind of flow control. There's no fucking way he can turn it on and off because he's the GOAT. Like, if he loses at the Olympics, he's the best at this because it's very, very good pensmanship, dicksmanship. Anyway,
coxmanship.
Coxman.
That's what I was looking for, and you found it.
Do you guys? Did you hear that story? Did you happen to watch How Did This Get Made this week, perchance?
No.
There's a story. Not How Did This Get Made? That's sorry. Have I got news for you? Sorry.
No, I thought you were talking about the Discovery Channel, like a rerun.
No.
I was like, yes.
But there's a trend where people are putting fillers into the skiers are putting fillers into their penis to help them get aerodynamically.
I did hear about that on NPR.
Which is legal. I mean, that's fine. It's not like it's an anabolic steroid or anything like that. So
but what are the long-term effects of that?
Big dickmanship? I have no idea.
All right, well,
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but
it's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing.
This one from Fortune. Peter Thiel warns the Antichrist and apocalypse are linked to the end of modernity and cites Greta Thunberg. Apparently he was in Paris arguing that the 21st century Antichrist will pose a self-described protector who promises peace and safety. What the fuck is this crazy asshole talking about? He specifically mentioned Greta Thunberg and AI safety as the legionnaires of the Antichrist. So,
oh my God. That guy needs to fuck right off.
Really?
Yeah, he is a lunatic.
He is.
This is like,
no,
by the way,
scary.
This is like, for those who watch Silicon Valley, the wonderful HBO, he's Blood Boy guy. Like, that's who this was based on, was Peter Thiel. He's a fucking nut. Anyway, he's been on the Antichrist for a while. Like, I mean, I guess when you're that rich, you can be as crazy.
It's a weird flex, right? Because like he's a science guy, and then he's like, "Well, maybe I can get some MAGA shit into this somehow."
I think that's a good point. I think a lot of tech guys kind of flipped that, like where they would have been pretty liberal for whatever reason, they're just big fucking cowards now, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna go.
What is that for though? Like tax breaks, getting your ass kissed by fucking orange.
I don't know. I don't get it. I still will never understand. Well, it's the blackmail files. Like, that's part of it.
Oh,
that's the only thing that makes sense anymore.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Here's to 2027. This one, interesting. This is the one of the bigger stories last year. The Coldplay Kiss Cam HR exec charging $875 to attend a Taking Back the Narrative event. So, Kristen Cabot, 53, became a meme after she and her married boss were caught canoodling on the Coldplay Jumbotron in April of 2025. God, it's almost been a year. So that's how quickly
that's crazy.
Wow. She's now charging $875 a ticket to speak at PR Week's Crisis Comms conference about taking back the narrative. Now, what she is claiming basically is how she presented her as a strong woman because the media attacked her and not the guy, which is absolute bullshit.
The guy got fired immediately.
Yes,
he did.
Yeah. Like, so she's saying that she took back she's taking back the narrative, and so she charged you $900. So this is absolute just business nonsense bullshit. But I love the fact that she ultimately blamed the incident on a couple of high noons, which does make you. It says that right on the box. You may fuck someone else's spouse if you consume more than two.
I'm drinking one now. What's gonna happen next?
Well, I did like that the Pepsi made fun of that whole thing in the Super Bowl commercial. I thought that was great.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that one. I missed a lot of them this year. There's a
Pepsi commercial where they've got a polar bear doing a blind test of Coke and Pepsi, and then they showed two polar bears canoodling on Kiss Cam at a concert. You should. I was just like,
I love to find it. I need to take the time and see like kind of what the top 10 commercials, because I really did was kind
they weren't that great.
They weren't that great overall, to be honest.
They're not.
I like the first. I like the first version of Goodwill Hunting. I thought that was funny.
That was
the Dunkin' Donuts thing. That was pretty good.
It wasn't
and the Instacart with Ben Stiller.
Tom Brady. Like, no, you didn't need Tom Brady, and they threw Tom Brady in there like a raisin and a piece of bread. It was like, God damn it, Tom. Something. So this one, let me see. Oh yeah, one more. Don't like raisin or mayonnaise.
No.
A couple sad ones.
That's where I take offense. Mayonnaise is fucking delicious.
One last one, and then kind of a serious one. Trump administration shoots down party balloon with laser after mistaking it for a cartel drone in El Paso.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, someone was having a big party and they shot it down, and they like blocked airspace for several hours because they thought it.
Well, Patel's really on his game. He's doing so good on that Guthrie thing.
And he's so good. He's so good.
Did you see that video of the? Have you seen that they released it? The video of the guy that from the Guthrie.
I haven't seen the video yet, but I've seen the stills from it.
It's hilarious. This guy is obviously not with it. I mean, he tries to cover up the camera with his glove, and then he gets some weeds and hangs them over the camera. I mean, it's just like this guy.
Oh, wow.
He's not a mastermind. Let me put it that way.
Is it somebody in her family? Because I've heard a bunch of like conspiracy theories. It's like
I'm not really following
her brother-in-law or some shit. I don't know.
I've been watching the Olympics.
That's better, honestly.
Yeah. And just average stupidity. One last one. Pride flag removed from Stonewall National Monument in New York City.
Fuck that shit.
If you've not, I saw the documentary years ago. There's a great documentary about Stonewall, the gay bar in Greenwich Village, and it says under government-wide guidance, including General Services Administration policy and Department of Interior direction, only the U.S. flag and other congressionally or departmentalized authorized U.S. flag and other blah blah are to be flown on NPS managed flagpoles. Can you imagine sitting here with a serious goddamn face and writing like "fuck all these people"? Like,
seriously,
I swear to God,
I can't anymore.
It's just so petty and bullshit, and people are starting to notice, and we just have to survive to the midterms, people. That's what we gotta do. Just gotta
survive. We're allowed to fucking vote, God damn it!
If we're allowed to vote, if we're allowed to vote. So, anyway,
things to look forward to. Yay!
Dawson, what happiness are you spreading to our?
Well, we're gonna laugh a little bit, then we're gonna cry a little bit. I put it's Grim Reaper time with my last three headlines because there have been some whammies. Anyway, but before we go there, another Hayes Post article. Anyone? Huh? Mm-hmm. Suspects break into Kansas bar through the ceiling. So I like to use the term article loosely when talking about the Hayes Post because reading through it is just like literally like somebody's stream of consciousness. It's not even a blog. It's like two sentences kind of piled together and they're run-ons and it's terrible. But this happened in McPherson County. Two grown men, one with a back tattoo, who saw a ceiling and said, "Yeah, that's the entrance." According to McPherson County Crime Stoppers, the two suspects made unauthorized ceiling access to Main Street Bar and Grill in McPherson County. This is my favorite part of the whole stupid thing. The suspects completely ignored the door. That is it. That is all that they say about it. God love you, Hayes Post.
It was
Dumb as
breaking and
shit.
entering, right? They didn't break through the door. That's
Yeah.
not very Tom Cruise of you.
No, it's not.
It's really
Pretty
bad.
lame, actually. Pretty
Yeah.
lame. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna run through these real quick, but it fucking sucks. Greg Brown, K co-founder and guitarist, died at 55 recently. That sucked. Tice, did you hear about that?
I did not.
Greg Brown, yeah.
Yeah, I know they replaced him years ago, but he was an awesome guitar player. And
Yeah.
the guy that they hired just ripped him. I mean, basically just did everything he did. So
He did, yeah. So R.I.P. Greg. This happened today. James Vanderbeek died from his battle with cancer was like really hard to watch. That poor guy, and he's got like 5 or 6 kids. He passed away at 48. So damn it, R.I.P. And then Smith brought up Pete Felton from Hayes America. I feel like everyone who grew up in Hayes or grew up around Hayes knows of Pete. Like he was just a staple in the community as many years as I've been alive, probably way before that too. There's a documentary on YouTube. It's really quick, but everybody should watch it. It's called Shinbone Alley, and it's really well done. Actually by Blake Chaffin and Ashley Chaffin. I went to school.
Oh, is that really? I didn't know they did that. My mom's really good friends with their parents. So
Mrs. Chaffin, she was my kindergarten teacher. Yeah, it's crazy. Awesome. But it's really well done. And he's just such a hell of a guy and like inspirational. My parents bought some pieces from him years back and got the chance to talk to him a few times, and great guy, lived a full fucking life and was just like happy to be there, like loved art. And it's a bummer.
Did he teach at the college?
He did not. No, okay. He literally like got out of the army and then was just kind of like a hippie in town and took up sculpture and painting and photography and was just really good at it.
I didn't realize. So I looked him up when you sent that link. I figured it was the guy that did the bird, that's outside of the exit,
Yeah.
But I didn't realize
he did the big buffalo at Old Fort Hayes.
Yeah,
any sort of sculpture you see in limestone around town, Pete probably did it.
And I didn't know that. I was like, oh, I've seen that. And I was like,
I can't like remember how many times you would just drive by and he'd be outside his house working on something.
Yeah.
He was probably the most famous. And next for like somebody who was like buried at Boot Hill, but like next to that, like he was like one of the most like famous citizens. The middle school that I attended was named after him, like Felton Middle School, and so he was
Felton Falcons. We were the best, right?
Yeah. And then they changed the name, and which ultimately led to his death, I believe.
I agree. Way to go, Hayes!
You can't just willy nilly that shit. USD 489, you dick.
God.
But no, I never, I don't know that I ever met him. Did you ever meet him? Did you ever have you did?
Yeah. Cause, my parents, well, you guys know my stepdad, he's like the nicest guy ever. And like, we'd go on walks and he would he's very conversational. So like we'd talk to Pete, and of course I went with him once, I think, to buy one of his, buffalo. And he's just a really like down to earth, cool Hayes guy. Like it's weird. I was a little intimidated the first time I met him because I was like, wow, this is like meeting a true artist and all that. He does not have a chip on his shoulders. Dude had a fucking hole in his t-shirt. He was barely like, his pants were barely up, like, with like a crappy belt, cargo pants he had for like probably 2 decades. He's just really fucking like funny and sweet and kind, and like the way that he spoke about his work, it was like always like, I'm not working, I'm having fun, and I'm getting paid for it occasionally. So we were
trying to, I said, like I was telling Beth, I was like, he's like one of the main artists, I was like, the only other person I could think of was Chris Cooksey, and I don't think he lives in Hayes.
Big time. No, Cooksey doesn't live in Hayes. I think he lives in Lawrence.
I think he does. Yeah.
I just want to clear the air before we get any calls or letters. James Mages, just want to put that out there. We're talking about local Hayes artists. I want to James Mages.
I don't know. Who
I actually have a piece from James Mages. I'm pretty sure he was high as shit when he drew it. Yeah, Mages used to call me Jamie in high school. And the reason why was because there are too many Jessicas out there and you're special.
That's awesome.
And I go, okay, interesting. I think it's just because you can't remember my name.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He also would, I don't know what he was doing before school, but we would come to class. He was squinty eyed and he'd get out his wallet and he'd go, pair up. And so we'd pair up. Megan Solomon remembers us. And he'd give us each $1, each of the pairs. And he'd say, go to the vending machine and get something from the orange food group. And then he'd give one of the pairs an extra $1 to get him something. Bless that man.
Oh, yeah.
Bless him. He inspired me to get into graphic design. So yeah,
that's very
there's
cool.
always going to be a soft spot in my heart for that.
He was
guy.
my backdoor neighbor, so he was like behind us on 36th Street. So yeah, so I grew up with him. So yeah, good guy. Took a lot of classes from him.
Yeah, and he like flies airplanes and puts them together.
He does. He had like an unassembled airplane. Yeah, we thought he was like flying like missions to Cuba. That was our theory in high school. Our working theory was that he was in WITSEC and he was like actually like some like secret CIA pilot, and I like to believe that's true.
I love it.
Also a talented artist. So there you go.
A very talented artist, incredible guy.
People are blessed all over.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
That's the stuff about Hayes that I'm just like really grateful we grew up in that community. And then sometimes I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's like the 3-day max there. I'm like, I can't wait to get back out. Anyway, we have headlined.
Yes.
Should we plug?
Yeah,
we should plug.
Okay, Tice, what do you have?
I don't have much. I will say that Have I Got News for You? This last episode was so good. That's on HBO Max.
God, I gotta watch that. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I started watching The Burbs on Peacock because I love that movie a great deal. The Burbs is a reimagining of the 1988 movie with Tom Hanks and Rick Dukeman and Henry Gibson and Corey Feldman, yeah.
Corey is
and Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher, that's right.
My God.
Anyway, great movie. The Burbs is a different kind of take. It's more like it's more of a Desperate Housewives kind of murder mystery thing with a bit more of a sinister edge, I would say. I would say set pieces, not edges, but anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna keep watching it. We have been basically watching everything on the Olympics, and we've been watching curling, and we fell in love with the Coreys, and if you know who you know. And then Matt hooked me up with this sequel to this show that I watched last week, that I recommended last week, called The Finish Line, and it's a sequel to that called Robbie. And that, I think I'm gonna, Dawson, when you post these, would you post these two links to these shorts?
Will you remind me?
I will.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's a scene when I was watching Robbie, and I just remember actually unable to not blurt out the shoes. Oh no, the shoes. Which makes no sense to anybody, but when you watch it, you'll be I got it. Anyway, thanks, Matt, for hooking me up with that.
Oh, I was excited. I needed more, dude. Like once I watched that, what was it? The finishing line.
The finishing line, yeah.
The finishing line. I was like, I have to find more from this guy, and he did. Like he had a follow. That was like the lighter follow up.
It was like the lighter follow up.
But
it was still brutal.
Did you get a chance to watch it, Dawson?
No, I didn't.
All right, we'll save it for next week.
Sorry, that was my homework. I fucked up.
Yeah. If I'm jealous, if I could go back, having never seen it for the first time, it's an incredible experience.
That's an endorsement. Okay.
It's very good. So anyway,
and then as far as music goes, it's I don't know. I have been listening to that Rat Boys record. I plugged it last week, but man, it's good.
Yeah,
so
it's good.
Yeah,
I need to listen to that.
It's real good. It's produced by Chris Walla, who was the drummer and producer for Death Cab for Cutie for years and years and years. Mm-hmm. He did a lot of records like Sarah and Tegan's The Con, which is my favorite record by them, and he's a really good producer. He did
it's Tegan and Sarah Tyson.
Sorry, Tegan and Sarah. Sorry, ladies. So yeah, anyway, it's real good. And so those are my plugs this week.
Very nice.
That just reminded me of a quick story. My old boss, Hillary Black, who you guys both met,
Yeah.
is also one of my good friends from New York. We went to a Tegan and Sarah concert at Terminal 5. And her and I both, I'll never forget it. We were like getting swarmed by lesbians.
Yeah.
Just like, and it was like so funny. And Hill was just, she's like the straightest woman on the planet. She's like, what's happening? Why are they staring at us?
Yeah, no, I went to a Andy DeFranco concert in
Yeah.
Orlando, and I was like, holy shit, there's only one other guy here, and there's 300 women here. You know, I was like, wow, this is pretty good. And I was like, well, I like that song, so I don't care. It's a good song. But yeah, it was a lot. We got a fan base.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, that's it though. Those are my plugs.
Smith, what do you got?
I have at least one. I was looking for a late entry, but it's just not happening. So I am going to this week's recommendation is The Artful Dodger Season 2. Now, did either of you watch the season of The Artful Dodger?
I never finished it. I need to finish it. I watched 3 episodes.
I need to finish it too. God dang it.
I really enjoyed it. So it's on Hulu, which is now Disney Plus, but it's Hulu on Disney Plus because none of this is confusing. And so anyway, just hit your head with a hard object and Google it, and it'll shoot you in the right direction. Get a credit card out, and that'll solve all your problems. I guarantee it. You find something, get a credit card out. They'll help you find it. Season 2 was like, I'm really surprised to see this because I think season 1 was like from like 2, 3, maybe even 4. It was a while ago. So this is kind of one of those series that kind of like just popped up, and I'm like, wow, really good. Takes place in the 1850s, kind of spinning off of the Oliver Twist story with Fagin and the Artful Dodger, and it's about surgery, rudimentary surgery, and it's fantastic. It's really, really good. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's really it. Watch the Olympics a little bit. You should just check it out a little bit. Just have a reference point for when someone asks you, "Or the 2026 Olympics like?" And you're gonna be like, "They were fine."
That's exactly right.
You're not lying.
You were fine.
That's all I got. Unfortunately, it's quick.
I need to watch the Olympics. I feel very un-American not watching them. But I have watched some of the people shitting on our president when they've won gold. So that's been fun.
That has been fun.
He's not happy about that either. He's very angry about that.
Oh yeah, he's a dick about it. Did you guys read too that like some of the gold medals are already falling apart?
Yeah.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
You train your whole life to get one, and then it like falls apart. That is awful. The symbolism there is shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Because I asked, I was like, did just the ribbon fall off? And they're like, no, the thing broke. I mean, it like literally broke. And I was like, oh, I was like, aren't they supposed to be solid gold? And they're like, I guess not. You know, like so.
Yeah, cutting corners.
I mean, if you gave somebody like a gold foil covered chocolate around a necklace, it would be more durable than a fucking medal from the Olympic Committee. It's my takeaway from all of that.
That sucks so bad. I laugh, but I also eat chips and fucking dips, and I don't jump high or.
Yes.
That's like the end of it's like an end of a movie where like some kid puts up with like 14 years of terrible abuse for their domineering parent, only to excel in insert whatever here, and then it ends with like it cracking half, and they're like. What was it all for? Watch that movie.
I haven't seen Charlie Bartlett, but I understand that's how that goes.
That's exactly how Charlie Bartlett.
Oh man. I've got a couple of plugs. I'm gonna open up strong. Get ready, Tice. Another one. Okay. Another animated series on HBO Max called Scavenger's Reign. Have you watched it? Have you guys heard of this?
No.
So one of my really good friends, Lance, who you guys know from Austin, I was going back and forth with him about Smiling Friends and how genius it is. And he said, if you like that, some of the animation comes from these guys who did this show and another one. I can't remember, what is it? Like Side Effects or something like that, which I have not watched. But Scavenger's Reign is like all sci-fi, beautifully animated. Like the story is fucking captivating as shit. I am hooked. And so is Jonas. We've watched like 3 episodes, I think, but it is very good. The music's beautiful. Yes.
Okay.
It's on Adult Swim. You can watch it. Yeah, on the Max. I guess Adult Swim is on Max now. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's great. Definitely check it out. And then we went to a new movie at Cinemark because I don't know what the fuck is going on with Alamo, but all they're playing is like Zootopia, like on a loop. It's weird. Something's going on with the management there. So we've been going to Cinemark in Boulder and eating revolving sushi, which I'm okay with. But there's a new movie by Luc Besson, who did the Fifth Element, and it's called Dracula. It's a remake. It's very good. I wouldn't say great. I still love Bram Stoker's. Like that one is fucking great.
Is the new one? Is that Christoph Waltz? Is he in it? Did I read something about it? Okay.
And he's awesome in it. Like the cast is great. I can't remember the guy's name who plays Dracula, but he's scary looking. He looks like a frog that became a human. It's weird. Like his face is very strange. He should be slated for like Joker and whatever fucking Batman movie is coming up next. It's really good. So check that out when it's available on the streamings or go to the theater. And then lastly, the 3rd season of Shrinking just started on Apple TV. And it is wonderful. The first 3 episodes are fantastic. I feel like it lost a little bit of steam in the 2nd season, but Michael J. Fox makes an appearance.
Oh, very nice.
It's really good. So check it out. That's it for plugs. You guys want to bitch about anything? You got some unplugs?
I'm a little disappointed that the mixed. I can't be disappointed. It's not an unplug. I don't know. I was really bummed out today. We've been watching the mixed curling duos, and the Coreys, the United States people, guy and girl named Corey, dominated in the round robin, and then they lost in the final. But they still got silver, and that's cool. But anyway, that's not really an unplug. That's more of a lament.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, we'll take it.
Well, unplug. Here, unplug. Brain tumors. There you go. Just across the board. There you go.
Yes. Second that.
I'm going to take this same unplug, but offer my own lament. I finally got around to listening to the Power Station 40th anniversary 4-disc box set.
Oh, yeah.
Unfamiliar with Power Station, supergroup.
Some like it, huh?
Very good, very good. A little disappointing. There was not.
No,
wasn't that bad. There wasn't like it was kind of. They didn't quite have the material for 4 discs. It was like the first disc was basically remastered. Oh, really good tunes, by the way.
Wait, hold on. That's Robert Plant, the Taylor Brothers.
Not Robert Plant. Robert.
Not Robert Plant. Robert. Simply Irresistible guy.
Yes, Robert. God damn it! You put Plant in my head. Now the truth is gone. Robert.
But the Andy brother, the Taylor brothers from Duran Duran, and then an amazing drummer whose name always escapes me. He's so good, and I can't remember his name. But yeah,
man, I can't believe I forgot. He did the thing with the dancing. Robert Palmer.
Oh shit! Okay.
Anyway, a little disappointing. They just like the second disc was basically just like the tracks without like vocals, like karaoke style. It's like that doesn't really count as a second CD. And then like a bunch of live cuts. There was like one unreleased single, which was fine. But anyway, if you're as big of a Power Station fan as I am, which you're not, if you don't know anybody that is either, then it's a pass.
I wore that side A down when I was growing up. Side A had Some Like It Hot, and then
that's a good record.
The other single, but
the heat is on.
The heat,
bang a gong. The heat is on. Then
get it on, bang a gong. Which is
Some Like It Hot. The heat is gone. Yeah. Anyway, bang a gong. The heat is yes. Yeah. Anyway, very straightforward. Not a lot of confused messaging in that album. Very, very, very understandable.
It was kind of like the way Robert Palmer was going to move forward. He's like, "Oh, I got some magic here. I'm going to do Simply Irresistible." And then, whatever.
Yeah, and the whole thing is like filled with like those drum like effects, like whatever. Like it's like a different. Yeah. It's great. It's like that was that dude's career for like the next 4 years. It was fantastic. It was like, good for him. Like, I heard a drum sound. Like that's how the '80s worked, man. Like that was like you found a drum sound.
It rivals "Coming in the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins. As far as drum sounds goes, like
it's up there.
Yeah, that's
up there. It's up there. Yeah. So anyway, that's my soft unplug minor squabble. That's what's stressing me.
Sorry, dude.
That
sucks.
I get past it. I'm just waiting for that Arcadia 40th anniversary album to drop, and then we'll be all good to go. Not quite as strong, but still commendable. Also.
There you go. Anyway, there you go.
Because one of the other Taylor boys had to do something with himself. Anyway,
that's right.
I got a pretty major unplug. You guys know about it, but I'm gonna start it off with a plug I forgot. And I told Tyson about this before you got on, Smith. I would like to plug High Noon's new tequila seltzers. These are great. The other seltzers they have are predominantly vodka infused, so it's nice to see some tequila in the mix. And the reason why I'm drinking that and not beer is because I went to the allergist, which Tyson's lovely wife, B, suggested when we were last together. And I found out I'm allergic to barley. So
you somehow implicated in this? I didn't know anything about that. That's too bad.
You didn't know anything? Yeah, it sucks. So
no, I mean I knew you. I didn't know that Beth told you to go and do it.
Yeah, because do you guys remember when we went to K-Pot and I started getting really stuffed up? It's just a thing. And then I was talking to B about it later. I was like, maybe I should do one of those Everlywell like take-home tests that tells you like exactly what you're allergic to. She's like, fuck, how, like Tyson, obviously, your wife. She was like, fuck that shit. It's not right science, blah, blah, blah. Waste of money. So I was like, she's like, if you have good insurance, you should get a referral, go to an allergist. So that's exactly what I did. Wow. And yeah, it was weird. Like, if you've ever gotten an allergy test, they basically like prick your arm or your back. And you just see what you're allergic to. And it was really weird. And I started getting a giant welt from the barley prick. So.
And that shit has not changed since I was a kid. It's the same exact test. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They just it's like 150 pokes, man, like across your arms and your back, and then
I had it done when I was very young. Yeah, it was like a little grid, and they're just like, all right, like it's very like rudimentary. It's like, all right, let's see what puffs up, and
exactly. Like, just sit here for 15 minutes. Don't wipe it on your clothing. I'm like, oh my god.
There's a DNA test now that you can take from your blood sample that will tell you what antibiotic or antidepressant works best with your body chemistry.
No way.
And yet they still do this shit for allergies, which is crazy.
Unreal. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. But honestly, like it explains a lot. Hopefully it can help with the bloating and inflammation and shit like that. So anyway, I got some more blood tests taken. I get the results soon. I'm like, great, what else are they going to tell me? But stay tuned. Dawson's body is starting to fall apart and reject her.
Not fall apart, it's starting to bloom into something new, a new direction. It's like the cards.
The cards.
Right.
Oh, I love that I've turned you both into hippy dippies. This is good.
I know.
Yeah.
Slightly.
For at least the next 20 minutes or so.
20 seconds more like it. Yeah.
I'll read all that shit that you said, so it's fine.
I know, and I hope you guys do. And if Beth or Kathy would like a reading, let me know. I would love to do it.
We can do that in
practice.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I'll bring my cards. Yeah. There's other stuff we can do too. Okay.
We could do one on the show.
Oh man. All right, guys. Always a pleasure.
Always.
All
right, what is Tyson gonna do this week?
It's real lame this week. Sorry, but in honor of the Super Bowl,
here we go.
Go ahead, start the music.
Gone dark, everyone.
Is that it? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's back. That was better than the
I
Super
can't
Bowl.
hear you. I hope it's positive.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Very nice.
I don't know. I'm just so happy that the cats did.